This is the light in this dark world, and today we're going to make a video exposing the Georgia Guidestones and what happened to the Georgia Guidestones. Those of you who do not know what the Georgia Guidestone is, I will take you to good old Wikipedia, the so-called non-biased source of information. The Georgia Guidestones are located in Georgia, at the border of Georgia. It is known as the Stonehenge of the USA. It was constructed in June 1979, and it's made of granite. Funny how it's 19 feet high and 19 inches, 3 inches, which was also Masonic numbers. And it was opened the 22nd of March 1980. What a coincidence that it falls under the solstice. Its opening date was the March the 22nd, 1980. And it was demolished in July the 6th, 2022. And that's the description. And the description is, there is the Ten Commandments, not the Ten Commandments you see in the Bible, the Ten Commandments that are on the Georgia Guidestones, and it was written in 8 different languages. It was English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, traditional Chinese, and Russian. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 languages, and the languages were chosen because they represent most of humanity's. Wow, Hebrew was chosen because of its connections to Judaism and Christianity. How interesting. The first commandment is maintain humanity, and this is what the stones are all about. Maintaining humanity under 500 million in particular balance with nature. Guide reproduction wisely. Improve fitness and diversity. Okay, improve fitness and diversity. Guide reproduction wisely. Funny how we see all this abortion going around. Abortion fits with the agendas of 500 million and guide reproduction wisely. You see the Roe v. Wave happening right now with all these women that are getting so violent that I tell you what, if they can kill an unborn human, they can ultimately kill a human. It's getting that bad. Unite humanity? Wow. Just wow. Unite humanity with a living new language, so there's going to be a one world language. Rule, passion, faith, tradition, and all things with temperate reason. Funny how that ties in with the one world religion. Protect people and nations. See, we got one world language, one world religion. So we got the one world justice system. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Then we got let all nations rule internally, resolve in external disputes in the world court. So there's going to be one world like court system. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Might as well skip that one. It's funny how there's all petty laws around. They're going to avoid petty laws soon. Balance personal rights with social duties. I wonder what that is. Ah, the social credit score. Just look at China, for example. Um, Prize truth, beauty, love, sing, harmony. With the infant. How contradicting is that? Rule number 9 is contradicting to rule number 1 and 2. There is a human inside the womb. Abortion's one of the ways that they're going to keep humanity under 500 million. And be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature, leave room for nature. Wow. Those of you who haven't seen the video that TVC Mara has done on the Denver airport, I suggest to go and check it out because it's very true. Now, this is all the so-called vandalism that happened over the years. Funny how it's 2008. They got 2014 two times, and recently. You will not succeed. Jesus will beat you, Satanists. Death to the New World Order. Okay, look at that. Wow, what's this? Babylonian. Let these be guidestones to an age of reason. Interesting. Egyptian hieroglyphs, Sanskrit, classical Greek. Talks about the features. Place the time capsule was placed 6 feet below the spot on to be opened on, and they don't know what day it will be opened. Yep. And the next one, there's a hole that's for the sun, for all these witches to do their witchcraft. More sun. It's all about sun worship in ancient Babylonian religion. There it is right there. That's the lovely, lovely Georgia. Oh, here it is. All the lovely languages. See? 500 million. 500 million. It's being worshipped. Just look at all the images. And we're going to see the lovely video. So, 4 a.m. they reckon. Even that was 4. Free. Another Masonic tool. Talks about the destruction, and the police are trying to investigate the incident. Let's play the video. This is from Wiki. Let's count it. 1. Oh, 33. See? Did you saw the explosion? See? Oh, wow. Did the explosion come from the light? Who knows? I don't know. Some people send an act from God. But let's read this lower paragraph. You see all this stuff. They're saying they're trying to find the person who did it. But there's so many cameras around that's operating 24/7. You should already know who did it. Shouldn't be investigating who did it. You should already know. We're going to read the bottom paragraph. The video, which says, the video shows a flash of light in front of the structure, followed by an explosion. Wow. And collapse of the stone tablets. Some conspiracy theories claim the destruction was an act of God. Former Georgian Republican Garish, normally Canadians Kiss Taylor, attributed the destruction to God striking down the satanic guidestones. She stated that if it was vandalism, those people should be brought to justice. A prosecutor, wow, called it an act of domestic terrorism. How's it an act of domestic terrorism? Yeah, when it says on the stone, it says maintains humidity under 500 million. Wow. These people have no brains, honestly. And how come there's a time capsule, right, that's 6 feet down below? How are people going to get to the time capsule? Oh, blowing the stones up. That's how they're going to get to the time capsule. I mean, this is just a wiki article. Okay? We need to... Okay, so you've seen the video on, like, Wikipedia. Now, this is another image. It's more clearer, more better quality. Now, we are going to... Using this, we're going to slow right down. What's that there? Nice cloud of smoke. Now we play back. See? Hey. See? Wikipedia, even they admit that there was a flash of light right there. And that it's like that flash, it's like the light pressure or something caused it to come in. See? And we're going to see it from all different angles. Just got to speed it up to normal. Even shows you the time. Then they saw this car, suspicious looking silver car. Looks like a European made car. Jeez, I wonder who owns that. Not some. It wouldn't be a bunch of thugs. If there's a European made car, it's not a Forward. It would be a bunch of thugs. Some European car, I'd say. It's got the sunroof, silver, and there it goes. You know, we go to scene 3. Interesting that the next day, funny how the next day, right, they featured the towers being demolished. 4 stones remaining. Just look at it. There's 2 stones remaining. What does that remind you of? Oh, 9/11. It reminds you of 9/11. How interesting, hey? Very interesting. So, as according to Wikipedia, and we're going to go, and this is coming straight from their words. Straight from the devil's mouth themselves. Or I should say the horse's mouth. Destruction 6th. The 6th of July. Funny how they have at the act of God. They're going to start blaming conspiracies theories, and they're going to start blaming the conspiracy. They're going to call them terrorists. They're going to blame Republicans and Trump conservatives for this, even though the liberals are just as bad. They actually are worse. I've seen them burn buildings, stolen that. The media's not condemning that. No. They want to take away people's guns, control everybody. Look, it all says it. It all says it here. All says it here. We've got to be one with nature. This is about the one world religion. I think it's very new agey too. See, I used to be in the New Age movement, and this is all familiar. And the Satanic movement, New Age movement are very similar. Okay, they have a tablet and everything. Now, we're going to go onto the news article. Yep, the lovely news article.
In Eastern Georgia, investigators are working to learn what and who damaged the Georgia Guidestone. So far, we know part of the 42-year-old monument was damaged by some kind of explosive. It's all happening in Elbert County. That's near the South Carolina border. CBS 46's Zach Summers joins us there live.
I just want to mention, if you go back onto the Wikipedia. Funny how the time capsule's buried 6 feet down, and there are 6 pillars to the Georgia's Guidestone. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Time capsule's 6 feet below. Very interesting. That's 6, 6, 9. Flip the 9 upside down, that is another 6. Or, I should say, wait a minute, here is 6. July the 6th. 666, that's the devil's number. Interesting. Now let's play this news article, right, shall we? I'm just stating it. You need to know the numerology. You need a question. Let's watch this.
Zach, what's the latest for us?
Tracy, just within the last 15 minutes, the monument was leveled as crews were working the site. Those last 3 remaining pillars came falling down. The Guidestones is one of Georgia's most mysterious structures to this day. We don't know the true identity of the group responsible for erecting the granite monolith. Now, some 40 years later, after its inception, the GBI's Special Operations Unit, along with several law enforcement agencies, are sifting through the rubble, looking for clues into who tried to bring it down. 2 hours northeast of Atlanta, near the South Carolina border, an investigation is underway into the partial destruction of the Georgia Guidestones outside the town of Elberton.
There's a lot of hate in this world, but it's not on those blocks.
There's a lot of hate in this world, and it's not on those blocks. Right? Putting the population down to 500 million, I find that's quite hateful. That's actually quite hateful. Putting the population down to 500 million, that's actually really hateful. And you wonder how it's hateful? How are they going to do it? Through wars, abortion, famine, destruction. And that silly guy, if we play back, he says,
outside the town of Elberton.
There's a lot of hate in this world, but it's
there's a lot of hate in this world. We get the towers, I should say the stones. It even says, this is coming from Wikipedia itself, down to 500 million. And we need to be balanced with nature. That make it sound good. That's not good. Guide reproduction wisely. If people don't know what abortion, how they do it, they crush the skull, rip the arms and legs off. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. And yet we want to know whether there's life on Mars. This world's nuts in there. It's crazy. Crazy.
It's not on those blocks.
According to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, a group of people set off an explosive device around 4 Wednesday morning, destroying a large portion of the 19-foot-tall monument.
I know that one of the wings is
Wednesday, that's the third day into the week. Wow. Wow. Who knows? I know ETT told me that there was a lightning might have struck it and it was an act of God. Or it could have been, but I'm just going to say, I'm just saying this. This is nothing but a CIA psyop. Okay? And they want to make the Christian conservative look awful. And they're doing a lovely job. People are not questioning the media. Funny how the media has an eye. Look at that lovely eye to it. Interesting.
is completely destroyed and is laying on the ground. The other ones probably have been compromised as well, and I know the capstone has been compromised.
Chris Cubis is with the Elberton Granite Association. The group works with the county to preserve the guidestones, which were unveiled in 1980.
We had visitors come to see that monument from around the world. And you know, now it's been damaged.
Known as the Stonehenge of America, the guidestones consist of 4 massive granite slabs, each weighing more than 40,000 pounds. Engraved on them, a 10-part message in 12 different languages, offering a guide on how to preserve mankind.
They told us what they wanted to do.
In May, GOP gubernatorial candidate Candace Taylor vowed to demolish the structure if elected, claiming the guidestones are satanic.
Those kinds of statements, they're incendiary. And they can, you know, they can cause people to do things. So, you know.
Yeah, they flash this. They're going to flash this. 500,000, even though it's 500 million. There's nothing peaceful about these towers. It's all satanic. It's all to build up the kingdom of darkness. Okay, it's like it's all to build up mystery Babylon. That's what it is. Satan's kingdom, the kingdom of darkness, mystery Babylon, the devil's kingdom. These 9/11, blowing up the Georgia Skystone. That's the beginning. I mean, we're in the process. This is part of the process.
Those kinds of statements, they're incendiary, and they can, you know, they can cause people to do things. So, you know, I hate to think that that's what would have done it.
It's the lifeblood of Elberton.
For Elberton's Mayor Daniel Graves, the guidestones represent the quality and skill the men and women who make up the town's thriving stone industry possess.
For 122 years, we've been making memorials for the entire nation. 2/3 of the memorials in the United States come from Elberton.
He said his community may be heartbroken now, but they will recover.
The only thing stronger than the granite we stand on top of is the hearts of our community.
And again,
Funny how they demolish it the next day. You know, let me tell you something. Do you think it? Do I feel good that these wicked monuments being destroyed? Yes. Do I support being destroyed? Yes. Would I do it myself? No. Why? Because it's useless. It's pointless. Why destroy these monuments when it will do nothing? Do absolutely nothing destroying this. Won't do anything. Spreading the truth will do something, but destroying this would actually do nothing. Probably get rid of the crime scene and hide it and cover it up. You know, let's just watch the rest of this.
monument, all pillars on the ground tonight, no one injured. We do understand that the guidestones have been vandalized in the past, but not to this extent. There are cameras in the area. You can bet the GBI will be looking.
Oh, cameras, and they're still looking for the person who did it. What excuses?
Looking through that footage, they also want to hear from anyone who may have seen anything early this morning or knows anything about the people responsible. For now, live in Elberton, Zach Summers, CBS 46 News.
And there is the destruction. Even shows you. Even shows you. This is what's going on. The police.
We continue to follow breaking news out of Northeast Georgia, where we just learned there's been an explosion at Georgia Guidestones. New video just in shows damage to the Guidestones in Elberton County. The GBI and local officials are investigating this explosion. They say someone detonated an explosive device around 4 a.m. The Guidestones are located on Highway 77 in Elberton. And
Highway 77. And here they are getting rid of the crime scene, like what they did in 9/11. Get rid of the crime scene. 9/11, they blamed it on the Guidestones. They're going to blame it on Trump conservative QAnon conspiracy theorists. See, I'm telling you, they're going to find people to blame for their own actions. These Freemasons, these NWO people, they will think get away with everything. Now, 2 of the stones remain before he destroys it. Interesting. And yes, see? It's already been see? Let's end this video with Isaiah 6 verses 10. Chapter 6 verses 10. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. That is Isaiah 6:10. Tells you everything with these Georgia's Guidestones. This is all past graffiti, see? Just listen to
Thanks. Happening right now in eastern Georgia.
So there you have it. The Georgia Guidestones. So anyone who has seen it, like, if you come this far to the video, please put hashtag NWO. Okay, let's put hashtag NWO. Look, I myself, I'm quite passive. I'm not a violent person. Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, yes, it's a wicked monument. I think what I said. I think I said enough in this video. If you have any questions, please, put comments down in the videos below. This is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you go to my About section, please follow me on all my links. Please follow me on my Twitter. I do Twitter a lot of stuff. Please, I'm telling you right now, please get SocialCross, which is a Christian social media platform made by Christians for Christians to use. Please follow me on my Rumble, where all my YouTube videos have been uploaded onto Rumble. I've noticed that YouTube, I think they have shadow banded me, I'd say. I'm very suspicious because I noticed that the views have gone down. I think the last time I had a good decent amount of views was 3 months ago. I'm just saying, please follow Sacramental Truth Movement. Even he's been making videos exposing the Georgia Guidestones. Please follow me on my BitTube. I noticed that's been gaining some support with BitTube. See? when I've been getting hundreds of views on there. Please follow me on my YouNow. This is YouNow. But I've noticed YouNow is becoming more and more lots of LGBT people coming on here. So but I do live stream occasionally. I mean, with the Guidestone agendas, I mean, I could just make a whole video explaining, but I can't talk about too much stuff here on YouTube because the biggest problem with YouTube is the YouTube censorship, and I've been buckled down by the censorship for yonks. You know what I mean? Also, I want to say, please follow me on my daily emotions. And I haven't been uploading it for years, but please follow them. And may God bless you and your families. And see you later.